The idea of 48 touchdowns and an MVP, thank you, ayahuasca, for getting it done. If that was the case, every guy in the league would be doing ayahuasca right now.
Weekdays 2 to 6 on 102.1 FM and 1350 ESPN Des Moines.
Just the app and on your smart speaker.
The following show on 102.1 FM and 1350 ESPN Des Moines is paid for by Outdoors Tradition TV LLC.
Calling all stations. Clear the air lanes. Clear all air lanes for the big broadcast.
All right, welcome to this week's edition of the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan, brought to you in part by good friends out at Three Rivers Boat and RV Storage in Carlisle. I'll tell you more about those guys when we get back. Hello, Richard. What's going on? Good morning, Steve. Thanks for checking us out on the Facebook live stream. Happy Saturday to you, too, Richard. Good to see you. Thanks to Imperial RV Center for bringing the stream to you each and every week. Always appreciate that. We got a fun show. We're going to be talking deer and other stuff today. I believe next week we're going to have a professional bass fisherman on. Yeah, how about that? So all my fishing buddies will be happy. Hey, good. Steve, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Thank you. A lot of stuff going on. It's been hot. Everybody's hiding down. Good morning, David. Good to see you there. Kira's over there manning the controls for us this morning. I have no idea. Andrew's something got in his Fruit Loops or something. He's not feeling good this morning. So, Andrew, get better. We'll see you when you get back. Three Rivers Boat and RV Storage located in Carlisle. That's a place I put my stuff if you're looking for a place to put your stuff. Your trailers, your campers, your boats, anything like that. They've got big 12 by 50 signed spots, secure gates, 24/7 access, and they're just nice people. Give Tracy, Dick, or Danielle a call, 515-822-1362, 515-822-1362, and they're easy to find. And if you go for 12 months and pay for everything up front, you get a month free. How about that? Been out there for a couple years now, and it's really nice to get in and out. Corey down in Missouri, good to see you. Good morning, buddy. Hello to you. Hello. So it's just us for the first hour, and then 8 o'clock we're going to have Logan Hank from Talk Dirt to Me, who's on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. You can listen to Hank or Logan every Friday on the Outdoor Call Radio app. If you haven't got that, please download it. It's free, 24 hours, 7 days a week, outdoor talk. And going into our second year, almost at the end of our second year. Wow. Hard to believe that. I'm about to head up your way. Well, come on up, Corey. Just be safe. Yeah, just be safe. It's been hot. We got a lot of flash lightning last night. I don't know if we got any rain or not. I was hoping it because my food plots are not looking super good right now. I went out to the farm, put up a Tacticam Reveal camera, and did a mock scrape. I put I put Mesmerize out and Premium Buck Dust. And within 6 hours, I had deer hitting that mock scrape already. So I do got deer activity, but my food plots need help. We need some rain, big guy, up there in the sky. Tony, what's going on? Tony, what's your name? Tony! Yeah, I love that. I just can't embellish anymore because there's some expletives in there I can't say. Happy Saturday, Tony. I did that to, I was out on the back deck the other day, and my neighbors, they're like 5 houses down. We got new neighbors, and I was back playing with Raven in the back deck, and I said, "Hey, what's your name?" You know what I'm talking about, Kira? There is a thing on it's either on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, but there's these two guys, and then now they're doing it where there's like deer talking to deer and stuff, and they'll be in the field and say, "Hey, what's your name?" And the guy says, "Tony," and then he'll say blank you, Tony, and then Tony will say, "Hey, what's your name?" And he'll say Ezekiel, and then he'll say it's funny. I mean, it's funny, but. Anyway, Daniel, what's going on? I mean, some of the stuff. Skippy Peterson from Gearhead Archery is watching us right now. Now I'm shaking. I'm nervous. Have you heard of Gearhead Archery? If you're not a Gearhead, you should be. I get paid to say that. So, Wisconsin born, Wisconsin made. He'll give you a free cheesehead hat with every bow purchase. Good morning from Michigan. What are you doing in Michigan, Skippy? There's a big Bow Fest. I thought that is Bow Fest in Wisconsin or Minnesota. I know they just had one, and then or was that Deer Fest? I can't keep up with it, but they got Bow Fest or something going on. It's either Wisconsin or Minnesota. Which one? Don't be afraid. I'm not afraid, Skippy. It takes Rick Johnson. Good morning, buddy. Good to see you. Daniel Burns. Good to see you too, bud. So today I had a bunch of people asking for pure whitetail stuff. So today someone's going to win a mock scrape pack. I've got Trance and Spellbound. We're going to give that away earlier.
I love that they are in separate Ziploc bags.
Well, yeah, because and they're sealed. See, they're sealed.
Oh my god.
Because what that is it's dried deer pee, but it's in a powder form. But they call it dust. But see, they seal it for freshness.
Oh,
and then they put it in a little baggie.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be fun to check in up front later.
Yeah, well, it doesn't smell. Nah. Yeah, Eden, I'm sure Eden loves that, handing out deer pee. Yeah. Yeah, she's awesome. Yeah, she's awesome. More good stuff, buddy. Well, thank you. Rachel, good morning, Rachel. Thanks for watching. Bowfest is in Superior, Wisconsin. Thank you, Skippy. Mobile Hunter Expo. That's where Skippy's at. All right. Seeing a lot of nice bachelor groups on my cell cam. Rick, that's exciting. Good morning, Gary Peck up in Deer River, Minnesota. I was just talking about you. I was telling Kira that's where I'd like to retire up in that area. Because I got buddies like you up there, Gary, who's always there willing to help me lose a rod and reel when I'm walleye fishing. They still haven't found my rod and reel. My Tracker rod and my... Did you hear that story? So, Tracker rods are one of our sponsors, Kira. Kira's filling in for Andrew today because Andrew's not feeling good. Morning, Brant. So I'm up in Lake Winnebagosh, Lake Winnie, northern Minnesota, fishing. So I'm with Gary, and we're drifting minnows, trying to catch walleyes. So we're sitting there minding our own business, and I hear a boat coming in behind us. Good morning, Mark Parker. Good to see you, buddy. Hey, I got to call you later. I'll call you later today or Monday. Anyway, so we're sitting there fishing, and I hear a boat coming in behind us, and I kind of look over my shoulder, and it's the game warden. So he comes up, grabs the boat, and, hey, boys, how's the fishing? And good morning, Patrick. And we say, it's fishing. We're doing okay. I don't think we had anything in the live well yet. And he goes, I need to see permits and stuff. He goes, can you put your rods down and show me your permits? So I put my rod down. Now, I just went and got a brand new reel the night before. Good morning, Captain Dan. I have a new Zepco 202 for you. Thanks, Gary. So I got a Fluger? I think I got a brand new Fluger spinning reel. Not a cheap reel. Put new monofilament on. I was ready to rock, man. Put my rod down, lean it against. No, I got the hiccups. I lean it against the boat. Morning, Rick. Oh, excuse me, folks. I got the hiccups. Lean it against the boat, and I reach over to my tackle box and I pull my permit out and I go, here you go, officer. And then I hear ching, 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 plop, and I just turn my head to see my brand new rod and reel going over the boat into the water. Yeah, $400 worth of fishing gear. Oh yeah. So I just look over at the game warden and I go, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, officer. He goes, well, I've got side scan. I'll go see if I can find it. So we showed him our permits and stuff, and he just takes off. He didn't look and see. I looked at Gary and go, you think he checked that side scan that fast? And Gary goes, yeah, right, Dad. Yeah. So anyway, moral of the story is, if the game warden pulls up, reel your rod and reel in first. I will never make that mistake again. Good morning, Rick the mailman, Elliot. Tyler, good morning. Steven, good morning. Tony Sowers, good morning, Tony. Good morning, Jeff Knutson. How you doing, everybody? So, where was I at before I got off that tangent? Well, you remember?
No.
So, roadside counter starting, what is today? When's August 1st? Is that tomorrow? Monday?
Yes.
Monday, August roadside surveys are starting in Iowa. That means that they're going to go drive the 218 different 30-mile routes Folks are going to be driving on gravel roads in the early morning with heavy dew. They're going to check hen pheasants that are going to be out there moving their broods to the edge of the road to get out there and get their little gravel fix for the day and dry off before they start feeding. They're also going to do that for bunnies and quail and pheasants. So they also collect partridges too. So we'll have the results of that sometime in late September, I would think. Good morning, Brett. August 1st is Tuesday. Thank you, Brett. Good morning, Jerry. Hey, and Brant, I got your email about taking Raven swimming and stuff. I did. I'm not ignoring you, man. I'm just trying to get my stuff done. So, morning, Robert. Well, we got a ton of people on Facebook Live this morning. Good to see everybody. Thank you. So, anyway, so the roadside surveys are going. Now, here's the thing. For all my upland buddies out there, they're saying that the pheasant hunting this year is going to be better than last year. It's going to be off the charts because we had such a dry spring. The hatch was really, really good. So, morning, Todd Jackson. Good to see you, buddy. So, that is really good news for all my upland friends. That means the pheasant hunting, when that starts, is going to be phenomenal. So, how about that? I'm going to be happy for all that. I am. So, I'll let you know as soon as I get the results of the roadside surveys. Iowa pheasant season is going to begin October 28th this year. How about that? Couple days before Halloween. Hey, speaking of Halloween, I got in this morning, and on my little desk here, Kira brought me in. I had a listener make me something that is really, really cool. I got a brand new homemade pin. Look at that. It's got the Outdoor Call radio logo on it. Isn't that beautiful? I'm telling you what, that is really nice. I need to say thank you to my friend Victor, who works with the Des Moines Police. He's a listener, and he made me a homemade pin with the Outdoor Call radio logo on there. Thank you, Victor. That's awesome, buddy. I really, really appreciate that. I will treasure that. I really will. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Awesome. So the mock scrapes are up. Oh, big news. If you have Onyx on your phone, you're gonna be really happy about this. I got big news. I don't know if I can say. I can't tell you exactly what it is until I get the okay because they haven't launched it yet. But I will tell you this: if you use a trail cam and you use Onyx, you're going to be extremely happy. That's all I can say right now. Good morning, Jake from State Farm. Good to see you. There's some really cool stuff. I'm going to have a phone Zoom meeting Monday with the fine folks at Onyx Hunt. And after that, next week I should be able to tell you. Okay? But I'm just telling you right now, this stuff is amazing. So stay tuned for more details. All right, 7:12 and some change. Let me take a real quick break. I'll be right back on 1350. Well, you know what? I want to wait a minute. All right. Iowa Bow Hunters has got their big fall festival up at Pine Lake. That's going to be next weekend. So if you want to go shoot, start getting ready for your stuff, that's a good one to do. I've had a lot of questions this week. When are we giving away the Pines Fishing Resort deal? This was the last week to qualify. So if, what did we say, August 1st is Monday or Tuesday? Monday, I will have one more chance for you to win on Monday. After that, I'm going to draw the winner. So I'll draw the winner on Tuesday, August 1st. How about that? Okay? And if you don't know what that is, we're giving away a 4-night, 3-day fishing trip to Lake Winnie up in northern Minnesota at the Pines Resort. That's where I go fishing every year for those big old walleye I was catching where I lost my rod and reel. That's where we were at. And Chad and his family are just super, super nice people. You couldn't ask for nicer people. And there's the walleye bite up there is off the charts. The fishery's really doing good up there. You're going to have a great stay. You're going to see some beautiful stuff. The loons are running around. And you're going to get into walleye, you're going to get into northerns, you're going to get into maybe some perch, maybe some smallies or crappie, and just a really good fishing trip. The winner is also going to get a brand new Trika fishing rod. You're going to get a $200 gift card to Bojangle Baits. You're going to get a Grizzly cooler for your boat, a pair of Itasca hunting boots, and some Arctic Ice, I think. So it's a great package. So I will announce the winner on Tuesday. Tuesday. It's supposed to be Monday. All right, I'm going to take a break now. We'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
You were hunting, and a deer tick just crawled onto your leg and is burying its head into your flesh. You can't feel the bite, and you may or may not find the tick.
Good morning, Mark. Good to see you.
You may or may not notice a red ring around the bite.
How are you?
Shortly thereafter, you may or may not get really sick. Your doctor
Morning, Chris in New Jersey.
Lyme disease. The test may or may not detect it, meaning you may or may not get
You've been getting some bears on those trail cameras, buddy.
If we're not treated on time, you could have a lifetime of complications. Don't take that chance. Get Elimitic clothing from Gamehide. Elimitic features Insect Shield, a repellent that is fused to the fabric fibers.
Morning, Rick.
Ticks hate it. Elimitic clothing will retain its effectiveness for the life of the garment and needs no special care. The treatment is odorless and invisible. Wearing Elimitic can help protect you from ticks, chiggers, and other biting insects, and is featured in a complete line of quality Gamehide hunting clothing. To learn more, visit Gamehide.com.
Are you
Mark Jindal, you remember the first time I met you? Mark, don't get offended, but I don't even remember what I had for breakfast this morning. What was the first time I met you, Mark? Morning, Dan and friends. I hope everyone has a spectacular day. You too, Chris. Good morning, Shane. I'll call you tomorrow, Mark. Jim, good morning. Chris has got bears in his yard. People, they're shocked to know that there's a lot of bears in New Jersey. They're loaded with bears. Oh, yeah, even in the neighborhoods. They've got bear problems. Yeah, they've got bear problems in New Jersey.
They're starting to see more in Missouri.
Yeah, Missouri's always had a good bear population. Yeah, they got a bear season there.
Try the Milo Locker. Check them out today or just give them a call at 641-942-6231. And you're on your way to some great eating.
Did you ever hear about the bear that they had to
Our dogs
kick
are
out
part
of
of
the
the
St. Louis
family,
Zoo?
and we want to protect them at all times.
So they
Do you
had
live
one
in
of
an area that you
those,
want to keep open and
like-
not have a traditional fence to protect
It's
your
not
pet?
an American
No
bear.
worries. Call Chris at Pet
But
Stop of Des
he
Moines. Chris
was
Spoltra
so
is the
smart
owner
and
of the
so
Pet Stop
bored.
franchise
He
in
would
the Des
always
Moines
be
area
messing
and
with
has been
his,
keeping
like,
pets safe for
enclosure.
over
Yeah.
19 years.
And he
A Pet
escaped
Stop system will
twice.
not only keep
Really?
your pet from
Yeah,
leaving your
to the
desired
point where they
area
were like, we
outside,
can't
but can also
stimulate
be
this
set up to
bear
keep your pet
anymore.
out of
We have to
areas
send
in
him
your
somewhere
home.
else.
The
And
Pet Stop
he's in
system is
another zoo.
underground, keeping your property open and easy to
It was a
maintain.
bear that the zoo had put in the zoo, and he
Yeah.
kept getting out of his cage.
Yeah.
Smart bear.
Smart bear.
Smart bear. That's crazy.
At the same time.
Mark, I remember that. I had a, what was that thing called? I had a, gosh darn it. See, I can't even remember the name of the deal. What are those things called? I can't think of the name of it.
What does it look like?
It's an ATV that you sit in. It's got 3 wheels on each side. Argo. It was an Argo. That's what I had. Yeah, that was a long time ago, buddy. But Marcos, you remember the first time you met me? And I said, no, I don't even remember what I had for breakfast. Mark said it was out at Wade's. You had a machine that you jumped into Wade's pond with, and it scared the heck out of me. You could actually, it turned into a boat. You would drive it, you could drive it and drive it right into the water, and it would float, and the wheels would take, you could turn it, and it'd be like a little boat. Hey, Ralphie! The godfather of pavement up in New York is watching the show.
Back tension offering.
Bonacella, Ralphie.
But also comes with 2 moves, so you can fine tune or adjust to
Pave my
get the shot
driveway
to break
on
whenever
Yeah.
you
today.
Man,
Well,
that's
he's-
awesome. I can't wait to get down to my
Yeah.
Scott Archery dealer.
Yeah,
and
there
check
you go.
it
That's a
out.
good one.
Go check him out at Scott
He's the
Archery.
godfather of pavement. You calling me? making me. You tell me what your problem is at your business or at your house, and on the day of my daughter's wedding, like Kara says, no offer can be refused, no favor can be turned down. We'll take care of you, Ralphie, because we are all in the family. You take this offer, you'll have protection on your driveway forever. You have divots, you call me. You have cracks, you call me. Someone gets out of line on your driveway, you call me. DiMartino Paving, we take care of our family. We'll take care of you.
day in Osceola. They're located at
Bears are smart. They know garbage days and they figure out how to get in the Bear Roof dumpster. Bears are smart, man. They're a smart critter.
Retailers around Iowa. Please check them out online at ReveltonDistillery.com or visit them at the distillery. If it's time to celebrate or just time to sit back
What?
and unwind, well, then it's time for a Revelton moment.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN. Kara, can you call him and see if we can get him on and just to say hi real quick? So got the Tacticam X Pros out, or Pro X's, and they're doing really well. I don't know if you know this or not, but the reveals this year actually give you the temperature, the latitude, longitude, and I'm telling you, it's got some really, really good new features on the app that I don't. They might have had it last year, but I might not have noticed it, to be honest with you. But I'm telling you right now, it. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that. The pictures are phenomenal, and I like getting all the. You could always tell the time and what the time of day was, but they're giving you a little more qualitative information now, which is really kind of cool. So, and wait till the Onyx thing. Wait till that pops. You're even going to get more scouting info that you can get on your cam that you're going to be happy with too. Hey, let's head over to the phones and say hi to Victor real quick. Victor, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Dan.
Hey, I just wanted to call real quick and tell you thank you very much for that pen you made me. That was very kind of you.
You're welcome.
Really, really nice pen. I showed everybody on Facebook Live already.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I just did. Yeah. How long did it take you to do that? That's really neat.
It took me about 2 hours to do.
Well, that's cool. Well, that's going to go on my studio desk at home, and that'll be a prize I'll keep for a long time. So I appreciate you doing that for me.
Great. You're very welcome.
Is that a side hustle for you, or you just do that as a hobby?
No, it's a hobby.
Oh, that's cool, man. Well,
I do duck calls and some goose calls too.
I remember you dropped off a goose or duck call a couple years ago, didn't you?
No, I did not.
I thought that was you. Somebody did that. Anyway, you doing okay? Everything good?
Yes, everything's great.
All right. Are you working?
No, I just actually rolled out of bed.
I didn't know if you were on stakeout or not. So.
No, not yet.
All right. Well, listen, you be safe. And I just wanted to call you real quick live on the air and tell you thank you very much. It's much appreciated.
Great. Thank you.
All right. Good morning, buddy.
Good morning.
And stay safe out there.
Okay, appreciate that.
All right. There he goes, Victor. Yeah, I don't know. I've been around bears a lot, especially up in northern Minnesota. I've been up in Alberta around bears, Ontario around bears, and bears. I'll never forget when the second to last time I was in Alberta. We had to take everything was by boat. You had to go down river, up river. You had to go to your bait site by boat and stuff. So I was self-filming the TV show. This was back when we were doing Outdoors Traditions TV. And I got out of the boat, and I got my camera. I got my camera arm. Good morning, Steven. And I chucked up down the trail. It was about, 75, 80 yards from the river. Got in, climbed up, and just sat down, put my safety vest rope on. And all of a sudden I hear chink, 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 clank, clank. Bear had circled around me and got into the boat. So I had to get down, leave all my stuff in the tree at the bait site, run back to the boat, pick up some big old driftwood and throw it at the bear in the boat to get him out of the boat. And drove me nuts. Bear took off through the water and got out of there. About a 250, 300-pound black bear, just messing everything up in the boat. He wanted to go for a ride. On them bears, man. I'm telling you. I had one climb the tree stand at me one time too. It wasn't trying to eat me. It was just bears don't have the greatest eyesight. They got a phenomenal nose. They got a better nose than a white-tailed deer. They can hear really good and they can smell you. 33 days to Minnesota bear season. Lots of bear activity already. Yeah, rub it in, Gary. Thank you. Rub it in. So this bear comes around, and I'm filming because it's not a bear that I wanted to take. It was a smaller bear, and he just sitting there milling around, and then he looked up and he saw the camera. I guess he saw some lens flare or something and he looked up and he saw that. Well, he wanted to see what that was. So he starts climbing up the tree stand. Actually, like the ladder. He's climbing the ladder. And he gets to within a foot and a half of me. And I just sit there and I'm talking to him. And I got the camera on him. And I'm going, what do you want, bear? Bear. And he's just looking at me. You know how labs will turn their head when you're talking to them? He's turning his head. And he's just staring at me. And I said, well, I don't want him taking a nip out of my foot. So I reach over and I grab my arrow and I take the fletch in, not the broadhead in, but the fletch in, and I just pop him on the nose, and he got down real quick, and yeah, that was fun. Yeah. Morning, Tim. Good morning, Tammy. Them bears, man. I've had a bear bluff charge me before. That was not fun. Probably had to change my attire on that one. Yeah. Man, when they start popping their jaws and stuff, a black bear, if they wanted to, it could mess you up. It could kill you. They just, speaking of bears, they just had a lady got killed at Yellowstone. Did you see that? Yeah, she got mauled to death. People that I don't understand people. They think they're Disney movies. Okay? I mean, have you seen the Facebook post or Instagram where people are out there petting the bison? They go out there and they want to get a selfie and they want to pet the bison. How many people need to get gored or flipped up in the air before people understand that these are wild animals? They don't want to be messed with. Or they'll go and try to pet the elk. You know, elk will mess you up too. But the bears, there was two guys. I saw a video of the two guys over there. Hey, bear. Hey, bear. What you doing, Yogi? And it's like, you're going to get ate, man. But I guess this woman, she was out hiking by herself, and she had bear spray. Bear spray does not always work. And if a bear's, I'm not a bear biologist, but I've been around bears enough. You know, they're either, if you get between a sow and a cubs, that's bad. They will come after you. If they're hungry, and they're, you know, you're not when you go into grizzly country, you are not the apex predator anymore. You're on the menu. And I felt bad for her because, I mean, a black bear can maul you up, mesh, and kill you too, but not good. So just be aware if you're around bear. Morning, Travis. Good to see you, bro. Hank. What's up, Hank? Morning, Rick. Morning, Angela. Ryan Huser, everybody. Ryan's my fantasy football. And he's my buddy on Respect the Game TV. He's my team member. Well, actually, it's Larry, Ryan, and Paul and me. I'm the last ring in the rung. Last ring in the rung? Last rung on the ladder? Oh, Travis Honeycutt, everybody. So anyway. So we were we talked about the Iowa pheasant roadside surveys, right? I got that in. All right. I got that in. Archery season, early season. The earliest we can hunt in Iowa for bow is the urban seasons. That's going to start September 15th. Those seasons coming up in about 4 weeks. September 1st, they're going to be the start of doves, and then we're going to have an early teal season in there. So now's the time to get all your... Good morning, Angela. Now's the time to get all your stuff. Get out your camo. Get out your boots. Get your Norlander socks out. Make sure they're clean. You know, check your camo for rips or tears. Get your Limitic out. I had a picture of a guy. His feet were just destroyed by chiggers. And it's like, dude, I've been telling you about a Limitic for I don't know how many years now. Get you some Limitic socks and some pants. I had somebody making fun of me the other day because it was like 98 degrees. And I had my khaki Limitic pants on and my long sleeve shirt. And I was hot. I was miserable. I admit it. But when I got home, I had absolutely 0 ticks and 0 chiggers. Don't get bit. Kind of crazy. All right, 7:29 and some change. Let me take a real quick break. We'll come back. We'll do some fishing reports right here on 1350 ESPN.
If you're an archer, you know how important the feel and performance of a bow is on your ability to send that arrow to where it needs to go. Not all bows are made the same, and that's especially true when it comes to Gearhead. Gearhead bows are made in the USA and feature models that are compact, quiet, and lightweight. These bows maneuver extremely well, whether you're in the tree stand or the ground blind. If you're a saddle hunter, Gearhead is definitely a bow you need to check out. Gearhead bows are engineered to be ahead of the game on the newest tech available out there. Gearhead shoots for 100% customer satisfaction every day. They are constantly.
Can't believe the fair is in like a week.
Gearhead bows quiet,
I
deadly,
think that starts
accurate,
August
and
10th.
affordable. So when you're looking for your next hunting partner, head over
Hunting
to your
season's
nearest
almost
dealer
here,
at
everybody.
Field and Sports in
And
Altoona, Iowa,
don't forget
or
about some
online
fall
at
fishing. Some of the best fishing's coming.
www.gearheadarchery.com. Stack the deck on your next hunt with Gearhead. Shop online at gearheadarchery.com or locally at Archery Field and Sports in Altoona.
Heading to your favorite outdoor spot. Is your hunting, fishing, or utility knife?
Woke up at 3:30. I don't know what it is, man. Lately, I've been getting up. I wake up at 3:30 or 4 o'clock every morning.
Knife you own by using changeable, flexible, abrasive belts.
Dog looks at me. He's annoyed. I'm annoyed. Jenny's annoyed. Everybody's annoyed.
Knives, gut hooks, axes, and even kitchen knives. The WorkSharp Knife and Tool Sharpener does this with precision angle sharpening guides and flexible abrasive belts to ensure the proper 20-degree angle every time.
Gets up, watches
Each
some
WorkSharp
TV on
Knife
the
and Tool
couch.
Sharpener is assembled in the USA by
Yeah.
a family-owned and operated company.
Yeah,
Customer
it's
service
so
is
good.
always a call away. So if you love the outdoors and depend on a sharp knife, consider checking out one of the WorkSharp Knife and Tool Sharpeners.
Oh, I've tried melatonin. I've tried everything.
Really?
No.
Or anytime at WorkSharp.
Yeah, the old turkey tryptophan stuff doesn't work either.
We all want the deadliest
I got
broadheads out
it's
there.
just
Have you tried
can't
a slick
shut
trick?
my brain off, I guess.
One of the most accurate and deadliest broadheads on the market. Slick Trick just added to their arsenal with a new torch.
Yes, Jen, I'm still there.
Clear game changer. The Raptor Trick, Viper Trick, and Magnum hats are still available, as well as the standard Slick Trick that just won another award for best broadhead. They all
Morning,
offer
Jim.
bone-crushing penetration with superior cutting diameters. They feature an all-steel ferrule Alcatraz blade lock system to prevent broadhead failures at the moment of impact that will help you get your game. Bow hunters need gear they can depend
That's
on
how it works?
100% of
What?
the time. You wait
It's
all
a synchronade. So what that does is you put that out and see which way the wind's. You know what thermals? As the sun comes up, your scent goes up, and when your sun goes down, it goes down. You can puff that out, and then you can check all your.
Are you into hunting, fishing?
I use it as a stress ball.
If you are, we'd like to introduce you to Arctic Ice.
I don't know
Arctic Ice
why.
is a brand new way to keep your
I
game,
thought you
beverages,
literally
and camping supplies.
Oh, you thought we threw it?
Wherever you're
That's funny.
Arctic Ice
Well, they do actually make a product. I can't remember what it was, but it was little balls, and you put deer scent and stuff in the balls, and it came with a slingshot.
That's fine.
So you can sit there and shoot your deer scent and stuff. Yeah, I can't remember what that product was called, but there was one like that.
If you're wanting to really freeze
Morning, Jim Holloway.
packs that can keep your wild game
Good morning, DMA Ben.
temperatures for the travel back home. For tailgating or camping, try the Chillin' Brew Packs. It'll keep your beverages of choice
cool,
at
though.
frosty cold temperatures 4 times longer than what a bag of ice can.
Yeah, and it's got that's an earth scent cartridge, but you can change the smell.
Regular ice. Go
But
check
yeah, it's neat. You just puff that out and
You can find models of Arctic Ice
see what your wind's doing.
warehouse or at www.arctic-ice.com. Going fishing is something
That's
we look
that's the
forward to.
wind scent grenade. I'm giving one of those away here pretty quick.
Gear that will help us feel the
Not this
light
one though. That's mine.
gives superb
That's
casting
my stress
performance.
reliever.
Well, when it comes to sensitivity and longer casting,
The cartridge is supposed to last you a couple weeks. I go through a cartridge in like 3 days because I'm always playing with it.
their unique weave design, as much as 2 times as sensitive as other costly rod brands. Trica Casting Performance will give you up to 26% longer cast to keep
is
your
that
bait
supposed
in
to
the strike
cover
zone
your scent,
longer.
or just
Trica
You can use it as a cover scent. That's got the dirt. You smell that dirt?
Last longer and let you feel the bite better without putting the
Should
bite
smell like
on
dirt
the
a little
ball.
bit.
Striker
It
rods
covers
are
your scent a little bit,
significantly
but
less than other
it's more to see what your wind's
They offer
doing.
1 year no questions asked guarantee. Striker rods can be returned for any reason up to 1 year after purchasing. They also come with a limited lifetime warranty.
They got
If you
one that
wanna
smells
see
like
what
glazed
we're
donuts.
talking,
It smells
go
just like
check out
Krispy Kreme.
Striker rods at
So
Trika.com.
for bear,
That's
yeah, for bear hunting,
TRIKA.com.
if you're bear hunting, you can do that to get some donuts sent out. Bears, it's awesome. You get hungry when you use that though. Yeah. After about an hour of smelling glazed donuts, you get hungry.
Are waiting to help you limit out your next fishing trip. Whether you dip, troll, or cast for them, PureCrappie.com has the bait, tackle, and apparel every crappie angler wants. So before you head to your favorite fishing hole, head on over to PureCrappie.com. That's PureCrappie.com. They will help you catch more fish.
Sorry, don't mean to yawn in front of you.
Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome to Sleepy Time Radio. This is your host. I need to go to bed, Outdoors Dan, and hey, you're listening to 1350 ESPN. I'm apologizing for yawning during the breaks because I was up at 3:30 this morning. Did you like that? Welcome to Sleepy Time Radio. This is your host. I need a nap, Outdoors Dan. So, fishing news brought to you by the fine folks at Sportsman's Warehouse. Ooh, Sportsman's Warehouse. I talked to Jane and the King out at Salt Lake this week. And we got a new show starting in September. It's called Buck Talk Radio. And I'll tell you more about that. I'm spilling the beans a little early. Everybody listening on Facebook Live and on the radio right now is getting a little preview. But this is going to be a half-hour live show on Wednesdays. It's all about deer hunting. So I'm going to have outfitters on there. I'm going to have biologists. I'm going to have other celebrity hunters. I don't like the term celebrity hunter. I really don't. Because here's how I look at this. I've been doing this for 26 years now, and I'm not a celebrity. I look at myself as an average guy that gets to do what he wants to do for a living, but I worked for it. But I am not a celebrity. I am no better than anybody listening or watching today. There's people watching that are way better hunters than I am. I've shot a lot of deer, and I've shot a lot of turkey. I've shot a lot of bear. So I've been a successful, good archer, but I'm not any better than anybody else. We all put our pants on the same way. We all are going to end up at the same place when we die. Nobody is better than anybody else, in my humble opinion. And, listen, growing up, I had people that I really enjoyed listening to and watching. Philip Vanderpool, I'll give you, Philly, I've known Philly for 30-something years. Philly's going to be in the Hall of Fame on August 19th. Philip sees, he says the same thing. He'll be in the Hall of Fame. I will never be in a Hall of Fame. If they have a Hall of Fame for mediocrity, I might make a Hall of Fame. But, Philip deserves it. He's one of the best bow hunters I've ever met in my life, and he's been doing it for a long time, and I think that honor or that mantle, Philip deserves that. But listen, I whenever I'm in deer camp or I'm out in public or whatever, and somebody comes up and says, hi, I listened to the show, it means a lot to me because I'm no better than any of you guys out there, gals, or the kid. I'm one of you. I'm a bow hunter. I'm a guy that likes to hunt and fish, and I've been doing it for a long time. I do know some things, but I'm never going to say I know everything because I would never say that. And if someone shoots a bigger deer or a bigger turkey or catches a bigger fish than me, I'm happy for you. I don't get up on I've never understood the mentality of, I'm on TV, so you need to listen to everything I say. Because if you ever notice, I don't say that. If I give a tip out, I say, this is what works for me. You ever notice I do that? I don't ever say, hey, if you don't do what I'm telling you to do right now, you're not doing it right. You will never, ever hear me say that because I would never do that. I just wouldn't. So, like I said, I've shot some nice deer over the years, but every deer I shoot is a trophy to me. Anything I get with my bow is a trophy to me. And that's just the way. Patrick, hey, Dan from Hickory Grove Lake in Colorado, Iowa. Colorado, Iowa? Good bass fishing. Good. Well, good way to go, Patrick. Is there a Colorado, Iowa? Is it Colo, Iowa, or Colorado? I don't know if he's abbreviating Colorado. I don't think there's a Colorado, Iowa. I think it's Colo, Iowa. I don't know. Morning, Jim. So anyway, Colo. Thanks, Patrick. But anyway, yeah. If you're just starting out, don't ever listen. There's no, and the reason I do that is I want people to be able to feel comfortable asking me questions, you know? And to me, that's my job. I want to inform and educate as much as I can, but I'm never going to say I'm a better hunter than anybody, because Larry wouldn't let me get away with that. Because Larry always tells me he's way better than I am. He doesn't say that. Well, he kind of does. No, he doesn't. I don't know. Morning, Landon. Celebrity is a Hollywood thing and isn't even close to being the same, although some are just down-to-earth people. There you go, Chris. Yeah. I'm not Hollywood. I wear socks that have holes in them. They're just comfortable. They're Norlander. All right, let me do the fishing reports. I had somebody ask me about that today. How do you get to be an outdoor celebrity? And it's like, well, you know, I'm an outdoor communicator. I'm not a celebrity. You know, I just talk about hunting and fishing and stuff like that. But, you know, now you could say I'm a personality, because even my wife says I'm, you know, I don't think she really calls me a personality. It's another word I want. I don't know. Yeah. Love you, Jan. Yeah. First time I met my wife. I knew who you were. You're Outdoors Dan. Yeah, she used to watch me on Channel 8 News when I did the KCC 8 News. You probably didn't even know I did that, did you? I was on Channel 8 News for 6 years, doing an Outdoors Dan segment every Thursday.
Wow.
Yeah.
And look at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
TV gave you the love of your life.
Yeah, that's how she knew me. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did she? No. Now now it's my turn to go on a tangent. So how did she reach out to you for like a date? Did she just like?
Oh, I called her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. She actually worked for my insurance agent. Yeah, and I walked in and because anyway, I was single again, and I walked in there and she was really, really cute.
Aww.
And I walked into the back room. I said, "Hey, what's the story with the chick out front?" He goes, "She's single."
And
I
the
said,
rest is history.
I said, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "What's wrong with her?" Because nobody that good looking should be single. He goes, "Nothing. She's sweet." I said, "Okay." So I left, and about a half hour later, I called her. I said, "Hey, this is Dan Young, or Outdoors Dan, and wanting to know if you'd like to grab some coffee." And she goes, "I would love to have coffee with you, Outdoors Dan."
Wow.
And the rest is history. Yeah, fishing and hunting will teach humility and patience while enjoying the fantastic land God gave us. Absolutely, Brant. Fishing humbles me all the time, Brant. I have never had a critter. Well, turkeys humble me a lot too. But walleyes humble me all the time. You know, the only thing bad, everybody talks about live scope and how wonderful live scope and stuff is. They're awesome. But the thing you don't get to hear about is when you can watch the fish sit there and laugh at you and give you the fin. Yeah, you can see them. You can see your jig down there, but then you see them sitting there going, laugh, bubbles coming out. It's humiliating. Anyway. All right, let me do some fishing news. Red Rock Reservoir, the crappies are fair, catfish are good, bass are fair, try trolling, water is hot. Crappies are good on Don Williams Lake. Try fishing minnows and tree falls or slowly trolling in 2-inch twister tails or jigs. Red Rock Creek, crappie bite is good. Lake Anita, crappies are good. Gills are fair. Largemouth bass are good. Lake Manawa, channel catfish bite is fair. Wallies are good. Wipers are fair. Meadow Lake, crappie bite is fair. They're finding 9-inch black crappies around cedar tree piles. Bass are good. Anglers are catching up bass on tree piles using plastics. Prairie Rose Lake, there's an algae bloom on Prairie Rose. Fishing is okay. Crappie bite is average, fair. Gills are fair. Viking Lake, water level is back down 18 inches. Black crappie, no report. Gills are fair. Bass are good. Catfish, no report. Willow Lake, the crappie bite is fair. Bass are fair, and gills are good. Green Valley Lake, the bluegill bite is slow. Bass are slow. Lake Ikira or Ikarai, however you say that. Catfish bite is good there. Little River Watershed Lake, the gills are slow. Catfish are fair. 3 Mile, the eyes are slow, or wallies. I like wally better. Wallies, I don't like eyes. Let's call them wallies. They're slow. I like 3 Mile though. 12 Mile, the gills are slow. Largemouth bass are slow. That's your fishing report brought to you by the fine folks at Sportsman's Warehouse. See, I got on a tangent. Walleye are simply a pain in the arse, and you know that. Thanks, Chris. They are. But they taste so good. So on Buck Talk Radio, see, I got sidetracked. That's what I was talking about. And I don't know what sidetracked me again, but I got sidetracked. Anyway, Sportsman's is sending me a bunch of gift cards to give away for grunt calls. So we're gonna be loading everybody up with a $25 gift card once a week, so you can get a grunt call on us, just from Buck Talk Radio. So that's going to start in September. I'll tell you more about that. I got some other news coming out too, but that's going to be a fun show to do. So we'll have a lot of folks that you like to watch on TV and listen on, and we're going to be talking from biologists around the country. We're going to try and talk about coos deer, blacktail deer, whitetail, and all that other fun stuff. Toothy critters, gravel lizards. They test you. Toothy critters and gravel lizards. That's what Richards is calling them. David, good morning, my friend. Good to see you, David. Thank you. All right, 7:45. Let me hit a break. I'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
If bow hunting or archery is your passion, get to Archery Field and Sports in Altoona.
I'll tell you what really sealed the deal with my wife. On our first date, I brought her a big pot of homemade elk chili. I didn't bring wine. I didn't bring flowers. I brought elk chili. Melted her heart right there. You got to do something different.
All the top extras and accessories you'll ever need. Mark and his staff are trained.
She goes, I've never had anybody bring me chili.
Setup techniques and our experts in perfectly fitting.
Melted her little heart right there.
They also have a 40-yard indoor range that will help you with getting sighted in. Archery Field and Sports has leagues and personal training sessions available for you to train for the upcoming seasons that'll help you fill your tags. Archery Field and Sports at East 56th Street in Altoona. Open Tuesday through Sunday with leagues during the week. For more information, go to archeryfield.com or call 515
Richard said absolutely.
6500.
You're ready for your next outdoor adventure. Wouldn't it be nice to have high-definition footage as a fun memory of your time in the outdoors?
I don't know, Chris. You get a nice-sized walleye on the line, they fight. I mean, the thing with walleyes is they don't hammer the jig a lot. All of a sudden, you just won't feel your jig. And I've learned the hard way, instead of trying to set the hook, I learned just to lift your rod up. And when you feel the weight of the fish, then just give it a little pop. I've caught way more fish since I started doing that than trying to set the hook, because I was pulling the jig away from them. Morning, Kent.
The Tacticam remote lets you hook up multiple cameras to one remote to capture more angles and shots like never before. So when you're ready to record your next hunting or fishing adventure, don't forget to take your Tacticam camera.
And you thought she didn't know beans about being married. Oh, I knew about being married, Kent. Trust me. Been down that road. Yeah. I like being married. Being married is you have to work at it.
Outdoor shop. That's Sportsman's Warehouse. The Sportsman's Warehouse has
Morning,
everything
Ken.
you need, from fishing, hunting, firearms, and camping gear that will make any outdoor trip a success. Sportsman's Warehouse carries nationally known brands that have been tried and proven.
My poor puppy last night.
Smokers and
He
grills.
wanted to go play so bad, but it was too hot. So Raven, it's 100 degrees out there, man.
And to help you find more fish
But I want to go play. It's too hot. I don't care. I want to go catch the ball.
great prices that will make sure you are
Dog.
outdoors in comfort and style. If you're traveling,
We get all the breaks in. Is this the third one?
Yeah, we have
We just got that little one in left, right?
Outdoor adventure, make sure that you check
2
out
more.
Sportsman's Warehouse
This hour?
in Ankeny.
Like whole breaks?
If you're into cooking,
This was this is the third big break, right? We did one at quarter of, one at the bottom.
Yeah, so we have one
Just,
more.
okay, so I just want to make sure I was caught up.
To help you make some of the best tasting sausage.
Good morning, Roger, up in New York. What you doing up there in New York?
Easy to use kits that are
Not New York City, New York.
low sodium blends that will produce wild game snacks
Thanks,
your
Kent.
family will love.
Keep your day job, Kent.
Grilling steaks or
I'm getting all these
smoking
chili
taste
references.
even better with their specialty spices, marinades, and rubs.
Invite Ralph DiMartino to be at the Iowa State Fair. Maybe he will take you bear hunting.
that are spicing up kitchens and grills all across the
Ralph's not going to take me bear hunting, Jerry.
at Sportsman's Warehouse or at your favorite grilling retailer.
He's too busy paving driveways in New York.
Jerky.com for recipes and to find the closest store near you. High Mountain Seasonings has everything you need to make your game or favorite grilling meats taste great.
We need to get that
Godfather
soundtrack.
If you do, we need to have a chat. You ever thought about letting your vehicle do the promotion while you're
What's up, Raj?
around town? If you haven't, let's talk a little bit about Chase Decals in Ames, Iowa, and what they can do for you. I just got my truck.
Corey, all you got to do is go put in for your Minnesota. Look up Bear River Guide Service. That's a great place to go bear hunting. But I'm just telling you, it's going to take you 5 years to draw a tag, bud.
And they went to work designing a wrap that just
Minnesota's it's ridiculous if you want to get up to where we go to bear hunt. Now there are some places that's got unquoted tags, so you can draw, but I don't know where you would. I don't know the area to tell you where to go in those areas. But up where I go, there's some big bears. How big are they? I'm glad you asked. They're so big, when you walk back, they'll carry you out of the woods.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan. We had some people talking bear hunting during the break. Corey, an average bear in Minnesota used to be, if you got a 175 to 200 pound bear, that was a nice black bear. But since they've started cutting the tags 6, 7, 8 years ago, and with COVID, the bear population has really exploded in northern Minnesota. And the thing about it, the thing that I will say about them cutting some of the bear tags, the bears have really started getting a lot of age on them. So it's not uncommon for you to see a 300 to 400 or 500 pound, let me say 300 to 400 pound bear. The last 2 bears I shot one was 425 and the other one was right at 390. If I remember correctly, the last one was well over 400. I mean, those are nice black bears. I mean, they're huge. So I had one made to a shoulder mount. The other one I got into a big bear rug. But man, they're good eating, and they're big. Now I know Gary's had a couple bears that were 500 plus that he showed me trail cameras. I mean, they look like cows. They're so big. I mean, their stomachs are distended. They're just pigs, man. They're big bears. And how big are they? They're ripping off the doors of his bait shed to get in there to get at the bait. That's how big they are. Bears are strong, man. Kira's over there going, nope, not going to do it. Not going to happen. Morning, Bob Wright. Good to see you. So, but, Ontario's got some really good bear hunting. When I first started bear hunting a long time ago, I went up around Lake Dryden. Up in Dryden, what's that lake? Gosh darn it. What's the guy that used to do, oh man. I can't think of he was on NPR all the time. What's the lake up in Ontario that, I can see it in my head. I can't think of it now. It was a radio show. Live from Lake, I can't remember the guy's name now. He was on the radio forever. Dryden is Eagle Lake. It's not Eagle Lake I'm thinking of. It's a different lake. It's not Lake... I can't... Can you Google search... Gosh, I can't even remember the name of the outfitter now. Man, that's going to bug the heck out of me now. I'm sorry, folks. My brain is not working on all 4 cylinders. It's the guy used to say live from this lake all the time on NPR. I think it was NPR. This guy was. It was a funny show. It was like a. I'll find it during the break. It's not Eagle Lake though, Brant. It's Lake Wabagoon. Wabagoon. There you go. Wabagoon. Thank you, Lake Wabagoon. Now it's going to drive me nuts. What the guy's name? The guy that did the show live from Lake Wabagoon. Yeah. Wabagoon, something like that. Yeah. Man, I tell you what, there was some nice bears up there. And well, that place, what was really cool, they had the main lodge, and then you could take a boat, you could take a tiller boat all across the lake. They had an island over there. And they had like 6 or 7 cabins on the island. We always stayed on the island because it was more secluded and we could just be by ourselves. And you could shoot your bow and just, have a good time. But on one of the cabins, one of the people that had signed the wall on the cabin was Fred Bear. Is that not cool? Yeah, that was pretty cool. So, but I shot my first bear up there, Lake Wabagoon. That's cool. All right. When we breaking?
No. Basically.
Do we have to break now?
You don't have to. It's your show.
Well, how long's the break?
Like 3.5 minutes.
I'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
Hey, are you in the market for a new RV this year?
Yeah,
Here's a place to help you start looking good.
I'm trying not to hiccup.
Vacation or outdoor adventure.
I got the
Head on
hiccups
over to
bad.
the friendly folks at Imperial RV Center in Ankeny. Imperial RV has been serving Iowa camping enthusiasts for 50 years. They carry pull-behind or fifth-wheel RVs from Sprinter, Hideout, Passport, and Alpine. They now carry SMC horse trailers that have built-in living quarters for rodeo and horse lovers. Imperial RV also features a full-service
The Godfather?
for any repair
Yeah,
that your
but
RV might
not
have.
really the
Imperial RV can finance on site to help you with all your financing needs. They also have a full-service parts department for
I bought an ASCAP license.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're open Monday through Saturday.
Yeah, but
located at 1727 South Avenue
I had to get one. I had Artlist, and I found out Artlist is only for video only, but that's not what they told me. So I had to go buy an Artlist or an ASCAP website and app license.
Trails are not always easy. That's why your boots need to fit and perform when you're outdoors. Itasca Footwear has been helping folks on their
Oh, you don't need to look that up anyway, because I'm not going to do the Godfather, because that's what got me hiccuping.
highest quality materials and hardware. It's a way to make footwear for the whole family in all situations. Whether you're out
Morning, Scott.
chasing moose or whitetails, riding snowmobile trails, or ice fishing in sub-zero weather, Itasca
Sure.
Footwear will provide you not only a great fit, but comfort for all-day adventures.
Hopefully he remembered.
Itasca has sizes and styles for the whole family.
I had a guest the other day.
Same comfort and fit that you look
I totally forgot.
so everyone can enjoy their day. Look for Itasca Footwear, trusted by millions of customers at most major and family-owned retails. For more information or footwear styles, please go to www.itascabrands.com. Itasca Footwear. They will keep you on the move.
My name's Kira. I'm calling for Outdoor Scan. How are you this morning?
Hey y'all, my name is Tiara, and a little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A spicy chicken biscuit is that it has the perfect amount of spice to jumpstart my day.
That's a good show.
Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Robert, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A spicy chicken biscuit.
Have you been to that show yet? It's a good show to go to.
Nope, there's nothing you need to do on your
It's
end. I'm
Avery,
just going to put
and
you
you
on
had the
hold
spices,
and then
instant classic.
bring you up and
Order the spicy chicken biscuit on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real Chick-fil-A guests pay for their testimonials.
No problem.
In these times when a lot of us are working from home, it's even more important to make sure your home is the right temperature
He was just
and
like, is there
comfortable.
anything I got to do?
Now is a great time to call
really.
the experts at
It's
Wyckoff
all
Heating and
on our
Cooling
end.
at 287-6000 to schedule a check on your current heating and cooling systems. Is your house too dry and giving your family issues? A Honeywell humidifier system installed with your AC heating system can solve that issue.
Man, I can't wait to go sit in a tree.
Is a family-owned and operated
Not that
business
far away.
serving Iowa residents and businesses for over 70 years. They offer 24-hour service.
Morning, Mike.
Programs like
Good to see you.
Mind Plan for less than $15 a month.
you want more time on the water or in the woods this year, please call the folks at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling for any of your home or business heating and cooling needs. One call to Wyckoff Heating and Cooling will bring you peace of mind under your roof every day.
KRNT Des Moines is 102.1 FM and 13.
Yeah, Corey, you guys get to start earlier. Missouri starts September 15th, the regular season. You guys are lucky.
The Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome to hour number 2 of the Outdoor Call Radio, brought to you in part by our friends at Elite Archery. Have you taken the shootability challenge yet? If you haven't, please go to your nearest Elite dealer, Archery Field and Sports. You can find them in Shields. You can find them all over Sportsman's Warehouse. Just go tell them you want to try out the Elite, and you'll see what all the fuss is about. Go down to Archery Field and Sports. Mark always loves talking about how good Elite bows are. He'll sit there and show you all about the set technology, how the modular cam systems are so easy to dial in. You can dial in your draw length better than ever before, even down to 1/4 of an inch. I'm telling you, you want the feel and the shootability? Go check out Elite, and you'll see what all the fuss is about. All right, eastbound to down, loaded up and trucking. Logan's got his tractor turning on. He's going out after soybeans, looking for Bobby. Logan's on the air. How you doing, son?
Man, I'm doing awesome. How are you doing today?
Was that not one of the best intros you ever got in your life?
And I was not expecting to be, had a singing intro. So yes, that was even better than I was anticipating.
Well, I just lost like 30 people on.
Well, if I sing, then we'll lose about 30 more.
Oh, I've heard you and Bobby singing, Logan. Everybody, this is Logan Hanks. He is the proprietor of Talk Dirt to Me, which you can hear every Friday on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. I've had more people tell me they love that you are becoming one of their favorite shows. That you crack them up.
Well, that's great. That's great to hear, man. It's I tell you, we have a lot of fun doing the show. I guess I don't know. It's crazy to think we've been doing it for a couple of years now, and we really just started it for fun. And man, it's really growing into something pretty awesome. So I'm glad to hear that people are enjoying it.
Yep. Tell everybody where you're at, Logan.
Yeah, so I'm in West Tennessee. The easiest place, the town I live in, nobody's ever heard of. So I always just say it's about 20 miles outside of Memphis. And we're pretty much, it's a very rural town, which it's growing a little quicker probably than I wish it would. But it is a small town here, a lot of farming in this area. And that's what, I grew up on the farm, primarily cattle. And then we moved into the hay and row crop stuff. And now we've really just gone pretty much, I'm full-time row crop farming at this point. But, yeah, that's where I'm at here in West Tennessee. And I've been here all my life.
Does that taste good? I'm not familiar with row. What kind of plant is that?
Well, it's just row crops.
Logan,
some of them do taste good.
Never heard of that row. Is it good? How do you prepare that particular plant row?
Yeah, that's like what I've heard forever on the hunting side. We got the guys here. It's getting a little better, but we got a lot of them that their mentality is you can't eat the horns.
Yeah,
and that has always drove me crazy.
Well, but you can't. That is a true statement. You can't eat the horns.
Oh yeah, no, and that's what they claim. They're like, man, I've bowled them. Now they always say that, which my defense is, well, deer don't have horns anyways.
Yeah, they got antlers. See, yeah, horns are made of hair.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Yeah, you try to explain it to some people, they don't want to accept that answer sometimes.
No,
that's not hair. How can a rhinoceros have a hair horn? Well, that's kind of what they're made of.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we had one longhorn cow one time, and when she died, the horns were white and they had black tips. It was pretty cool looking. And so I found the skull, and I've actually got it on the wall. If people have ever watched our Talk Dirt to Me videos on YouTube, the skull is actually on the wall to my right. And the crazy part is how much the horns have shrunk since she died. Like they get smaller and smaller like every year, it seems like. But yeah, very big difference between horns and antlers.
You know, Logan, you just taught me something because I never thought of that. I did not know that a Texas Longhorn bull or a cow's horns, like a longhorn, that's actually a horn out of hair. That's not a bone.
To my knowledge, yeah. I mean, because it has drastically shrunk. Like my dad and I were talking about that, how much smaller the spread is on these horns on this well, it was a cow that we had, but yeah, her horns are a lot smaller now. And I don't know if you could which I didn't put anything on them. You know, I didn't treat them or nothing. I just found the skull and put it on the wall. But I don't know if you could maybe treat them, because I've seen where they treat, velvet bucks with like formaldehyde or something, I think.
No, there's a company, Logan, there's a company that makes like something called Velvet Lock. And you can spray it on pronghorn, antelope, and when you harvest them, and it's supposed to protect them and keep them from doing that. So I think it's called Velvet Lock, if I remember right.
Yeah. I'm looking at that.
Yeah,
because it's and I think they inject it. I always heard that they injected velvet. There's like they find the veins or whatever on a velvet set, and they inject stuff into that as well.
Well, my taxidermist uses that Velvet Lock. That's how he just sprays it on. And my mule deer, he did that on because I shot that in velvet, and I mean it turned out phenomenal.
Okay.
Yeah. So but like pronghorns and stuff, they've got their horns are actually made out of hair, where a muley is regular bone because it's a deer, but. If it's in velvet, that Velvet Lock, but I think it'll protect the horns too. But look them up and see if I know what I'm talking about.
I will. Yeah, I will.
Yeah. So what's going on down in Tennessee? I mean, are you guys getting any moisture down there? Are you putting up with the drought like we are here in the Midwest?
Man, we've actually been really fortunate in the area I'm in. We've had a lot of rain. Our corn looks awesome. Beans look awesome. We have just hit a stretch where it looks like it might get dry. The corn, I think it's going to carry it through. We've had enough moisture that it's about done doing what it's going to do. And but the beans are definitely going to need it. So I'm hoping that we can catch. We need one or two good rains to break it up because we got some terrible heat this week.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It never fails. It seems like when you have a year where you got some awesome corn, you can't have awesome corn and beans. If you got awesome beans, your corn's going to be bad. Like it just almost seems like it never works out that they both do great because one part of the season turns off dry.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Right now, the corn looks awesome. Beans look good, but I got 7 inches of rain the other day on one farm.
Wow.
We've had some absolute crazy rains, and I mean we had 85-mile-an-hour winds. I got a little bit of corn that did get blown down, but our weather has kind of been just crazy.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I'm a little worried about I'm worried about EHD popping up. We've been so dry up here in Iowa. I talked to one of our biologists the other day, and they said they hadn't gotten any reports. It's a little early, but we're getting into that time now where that stuff starts popping up. So I'm hoping we get some moisture. That's because, man, nobody wants to hear about EHD popping up in a heavy way. I mean, you get EHD every year, somewhat here and there, but we definitely don't want to have it like we did several years ago.
Yeah, no, we had I think a little run of EHD pretty bad there years ago that my dad had talked about, which we didn't have. Deer were not as prominent here until it's been probably 20 to 30 years ago. Because, like my dad, when he was a kid growing up, he said you hardly ever saw deer here. So they've kind of, but now we got them all like crazy. And actually, we got them so bad, now we have, I don't know if y'all deal with this much, but we have CWD that's done moved in pretty hot out here. And knock on wood, I have not killed one yet that had it, but I know quite a few people that have. And the bad part is it just seems to, like if we look at the map of where CWD is, it's just steadily getting thicker and thicker out here. And I got a buddy that works for TWRA, and he's on their CWD unit, and I just don't know how you ever stop it or slow it down. Like it kind of, I tell you, their solution has been to basically try to kill all of them.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
And I'm very particular of what I shoot. Like now I always shoot some does, but man, I try to let my bucks grow. And so that, I hate that idea of just, let's just go out and bushwhack a bunch of them. But, that's kind of what their solution seems to be. And so I don't know, man. Do y'all have to deal with CWD much?
We have a little bit of it here and there in Iowa. Missouri's got actually CWD zones, chronic wasting disease zones. And that they do the same thing down in Missouri. If they find, several, then they'll go in there and they'll euthanize or they'll put them down in that area. And, you gotta bone out your meat. You're not allowed to bring the skull or anything out of that area. So they're trying to do, they honestly don't, they don't know how those prions get transferred. They say it's nose to nose transmission, but that's an hypothesis. They don't know for sure. My theory was, that all started, back in the Midwest because a lot of the game farms and stuff, they weren't double fencing. So if the nose to nose transmission stuff is right, that's probably how a lot of this got transferred into the wild herd, they probably should have regulated that more or followed because a lot of those animals came from Colorado. I mean, they've been dealing with CWD and stuff in Colorado since the 60s.
Really?
Yeah, that's where they first found it, was in the elk back in the 60s. But yeah, so that's how a lot of that got spread, but I don't know. Like in Arkansas, you're not allowed to bring the deer. I don't think you're allowed to bring the deer carcass out of Arkansas.
Well, in Tennessee, you're not supposed to cross state lines with it now.
Yeah.
Because of CWD.
Yeah, I know. They're changing a lot of stuff because of that.
Yeah, I know it's pretty wild. Like the prion or whatever, it has to be, from what I heard, it takes about 2,000 degrees to destroy it. So I've even heard where the animal dies, it basically is in the ground there. And like if a deer were to go over and eat grass or something right there where it died, I've even heard there's a possibility of it spreading to the deer through that.
Yeah.
Because it can last so long. So to me, hearing stuff like that, I mean, I talked to Kip Adams one time, and that was one of the things he kind of alluded to, and I'm like, man, so how do we ever get rid of this? And they're like, well, I don't know that we will.
I don't think you can. I mean, they've burnt soil, bleached soil. I mean, they've done a lot of things, and it's still come up, and they found traces of prion still.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is. Good morning, Jeff. Good morning, Jeff Duggar. Zach, good to see you. Thank you. Appreciate you watching. I don't know. That stuff's kind of scary. I wish they could solidify how, but I'm noticing a lot of states, they're starting to change a lot of things. Supplemental feeding starting to go away. There's several states that have shut that down altogether, and they're looking. There's other states like Kansas that are looking at banning feeding. So there's going to be a lot of things changing around the deer woods here in the next couple of years, I think.
Yeah, I will tell you that was one of my favorite things to do was feed through the year, and then I'd obviously have to stop during the season because we don't allow baiting here. But you used to could feed out of season, and I always would run. I used to be I'm not as bad about it as I once was, but I used to be a big time camera guy. Like I'd run all kinds of cameras, And man, I'd put out a bag of corn, and it was like Christmas morning when I'd go. That's back when I'd still have to pull the cards, but when I'd go pull all the cards and get to go sit down and check them, and I love doing that. And I've run several cell cams now, but not having my good old corn pile out there has definitely hurt my my number of pictures that I get of my deer.
Yeah, just go put them in the corner of your cornfield or your soybean field. You should be getting good pictures there.
I usually find kind of a little neck in the fields, and that's where I keep them. And I've got one field, one of the main fields that I hunt. I've got a spot pretty well figured out where I keep a cell cam out there, but it still isn't the same as having my little corn pile. But yeah, we're not allowed to feed at all anymore.
Yeah.
And it's funny because one time I was going up here to my grocery store, and the game warden and I became good friends throughout the years, and I saw him up there, and they actually had bags of deer corn at the grocery store, and this was after they had banned feeding, and the game warden and quite a few of these bags had been bought. You could tell the stack was pretty small, and he was like, I don't know who's buying these things. He said, you're not supposed to be buying them, and we just both kind of laughed because he knows. I mean, you're always going to have people that don't care.
Yeah. Jeff says deer urine will be the next to be banned in every state. He believes feeds and minerals will be next thing to come too. It just, I don't know, that until they can unequivocally say this is what it is, this is how it's caused, this is how, I think they need to work with everybody. And I mean, the bottom line, Logan, and I'm sure you would echo this, is I want to protect the resource because I want my children's children to be able to go out and go bow hunt, and I want that tradition or heritage of deer hunting to keep going. So
absolutely.
I think most people would, we want to do everything we can to protect the resource, but I just want to make sure that they're doing it on solid science as well, too.
Well, I definitely agree, and I think that I wish they would do a better job of communicating with the people here. I can only speak for in Tennessee, but it's almost become very adversarial between a lot of the hunters and TWRA out here. I've seen it, Facebook is kind of where TWRA communicates a lot of stuff, and people are mad at them all the time and lashing out at them. And I mean, I think they just need to explain a little better, which I know of one place here where they did have the people come in and kill basically 80% of the herd or something at this one place. And see that they don't explain a lot of the details on that. Like Kip Adams had talked to me about can't remember what they call it now, but when they'd come in and do the kill-offs, and he surprised me because he was in support of them, and it because at first I was like, man, ain't no way I would do that or want them to do that on my property. And he said, man, he was kind of explaining the science of it and all that, but I still don't know exactly. I can't say that I would be good with that still, but anyways, they don't explain a lot of this stuff, and so people it's become this thing now where the hunters are seeing TWRA do these things, and they think, man, they're just ruining our deer herd, they're killing our population. There needs to be a lot better communication for sure on something like this.
Yeah, our DNR in Iowa is pretty good. I have them on the show quite a bit, and we've got some really good guys and gals over there that are doing they're doing some good things, and they do ask for communication. They'll have meetings, community meetings, and they do want to hear. I just got a survey in the mail yesterday or the day before, asking me a bunch of questions about whitetail hunting. So they do here in Iowa, and as far as Missouri, I'm from Missouri. I grew up in St. Louis, but I've been living in Iowa, Des Moines now for 23 years. So, but I don't know what Missouri's doing because I don't always get to go home and hunt down there. But I think most states are trying to do outreach, and I look at it this way: it's got to be a partnership between the conservation department and the hunting community, because the hunting community provides the revenue for the hunt for the game wardens and for the conservation department through the purchase of game permits and tags and licenses. So you got to have a relationship there, or in like a partnership, so everybody's benefiting and protecting the resource.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I mean, it's never a good thing whenever the hunters or the people that are partaking in that kind of become enemies to the conservation unit themselves. So,
Yeah.
no, I completely agree.
Yep. Logan, hang on. I got to hit a real quick break. We'll be right back with Mr. Logan Hanks from Talk Dirt to Me on 1350 ESPN.
You're heading out.
Morning, Rocco!
Well before sunrise, so you can stay undetected from that giant you've been chasing all season. Wouldn't it be nice to know exactly where your stand or blind location is without letting anyone know where you're at walking in? Have you ever heard of Onyx? Onyx is one of the most important pieces of hunting gear that you can use and always have with you. The Onyx Hunt app allows you not only to get from your truck to your hunting spots, it also allows you to mark and save your parking spots, scrapes,
What are you doing the rest of the day?
plots, rub lines, or some possible next
You ain't
stand
working, are you?
locations. The Onyx Hunt app is also a great way to see your property and know where you stand. Onyx is a mobile app that you can take anywhere. It's recognized by game wardens all around the country as
My
a
weekends have
valuable
been really
hunting
busy.
tool.
This is the first
So,
time where
if you want to
not
always
really
know where
doing
you are
anything, so I
and
might
have the
actually
ability to
catch up
save
on some
information that will
chores.
help you
There
be
you
a
go.
better hunter, go download the Onyx Hunt app at
It's that time of year. It's too hot to do anything.
Hello, this is Dave from JLM Shooter Supply in Urbandale. We are a full-service gun shop that specializes in helping you find the right firearm for your needs. We carry new and used firearms for
I
all
was hoping we
shapes
get some rain last night.
to shooting
My food plots are
as well as
burning
folks
up.
who like to hunt.
It's
We have
horrible.
recently expanded our store to better serve your needs.
Gonna have to replant.
We'll accept trades on all types of guns. We'll also look at
I need
any
to
firearm
figure
you might
out
wish to sell or put on consignment.
what to
JLM
do.
Shooter
So I
Supply
live in
carries
like a
firearms to
little
meet any budget,
one-bedroom
and we can
house,
even
but
special
it's
order
got a
items for those who like to add higher-end guns to their collection. JLM also
And
has a full-time
I just
gunsmith on
can't
board
stop
that can
stuff
help with all your
from
gun repair
growing
needs.
in there
So
that I
from
don't
ammo
want.
and hearing protection
there's
to gun cleaning kits,
too much
holsters,
to
and
take
sights,
care of.
we handle it all
I just
at
gotta figure out
JLM
what
Shooter
to do.
Supply in Urbandale. Please stop by and see us at 69
Morning, Justin.
Douglas Avenue in Urbandale, or call us at 515-331-1577. That's 515-331-1577.
At American Family Life Insurance, we know that protecting your family's financial future is a priority, and life insurance is an easy way to help make that happen. You'll feel good knowing you've taken steps to protect what matters most if you were to pass away. Plus, life insurance is often more affordable than you think. Let's talk about options
You got
that
corn
fit
in
you.
there?
Contact Darren Islander,
It's
agent
doing
at
really, really well.
515-964-7575 today.
American Family Insurance.
American Family Life Insurance Company,
Just
6,000
bought some
American
sweet corn the other day. Boy, it
Wisconsin.
was like $9 for. It's crazy. Back, my mom and my brother called. They went to Illinois. They got 13 ears for $6. I don't know why it's so high here.
Probably a mixture of it's in high demand, and if it's like somebody's actual
They're little corn stands. Yeah. It was good. Yeah. Morning, Aaron.
Hey, Outdoors Dan here. How many times have you had to quit hunting because your feet got cold or uncomfortable? Well, I have a way to keep your feet feeling great in any weather
Give your
or
feet a
outdoor
treat.
activity. Have you heard of Norlander Sock Company? Norlander
Those
Sock
look like
Company
good socks.
uses high-quality
They are
alpaca to produce
awesome
some of the
socks.
best socks out there. Alpaca socks will keep
They're
your feet
comfortable, man.
comfortable and
My feet, I'm telling you.
Alpaca socks will wick away any moisture that you might encounter, plus work with your outdoor footwear to keep your feet temperature where they need to be. Alpaca socks also has a natural antibacterial quality to them that will keep your socks from smelling. They have heavyweight and lightweight styles with a bunch of color and size choices for you to choose from. Plus, gift boxes are available that are 100% guaranteed. So this year, when you plan your outdoor activities, make sure you keep your feet comfortable and feeling great all day. Try a pair of Norlander socks.
I don't
Pure
smell it.
alpaca,
I don't know
pure
what it
comfort. For more information, just go to
I thought I caught a little
NorlanderSocks.com
bit of
and
it
give your
earlier.
feet
I don't want to do too much. I don't want to fill your
The
lungs
Olive
up.
Tap has a brand new location in the district of Prairie Trail in Ankeny and is now serving fresh salads and sandwiches every day. The Olive Tap is your one destination for the finest cooking oils.
Well, I went to Ankeny the other day when Ragbri was coming through. What a nightmare. It took me half an hour to find a cut through to get to where I needed to go because they had it blocked off. That was not good.
Spicy garlic and parmesan, smoky
Got
bacon,
Nick.
and jalapeno, just to name a few. The Olive Tap also offers special oils like avocado and walnut.
Justin says he loves his alpaca socks from Norlander. They're comfortable. Thank you, Justin. Aaron said, got Nick those alpaca socks for Father's Day. He loves them. Thank you, Aaron. Told you. Those socks are good.
They even offer cooking classes and tasting parties. Stop by the Olive Tap at the District at Prairie Trail, 1610 Southwest Main Street, Suite 105 in Ankeny, 515-964-1065, or at theolivetap.com.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the longest, oldest running outdoor show in the state of Iowa, the Outdoor Call Radio with your host, Hey Grandpa, Outdoors Dan. Logan, what's going on, man?
Enjoying this heat wave we're having.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, it's just, it's crazy. I can't wait to, have you ever heard of Norlander socks?
No, I haven't, but I'm always needing a new pair of socks. I wear mine out pretty fast.
All right, here, I want you to do me a favor. Write Norlander Sock Company down and go online and use the code OutdoorsDan20 or OutdoorsDan10. If that doesn't work, call me and I'll get you another code. But you get Bobby Lee some of them, you and Bobby Lee some of them socks, and you'll call me back and thank me because those are the most comfortable socks. They're made out of alpaca, I don't know if you call them wool, but I used to wear merino wool socks because they would keep your feet warm even in colder temperatures, and they always wick away the moisture. I switched over to that alpaca. Alpaca is actually better than merino wool.
Okay.
I'm telling you what, I'm not making that up. I got people on Facebook Live right now telling me they love their socks.
Well, I'll try them out.
Yeah.
Especially, I'm notorious for my feet getting cold when I hunt. So I'll definitely try those out.
You get those heavyweight, make sure you go Norlander Sock Company. Don't buy there's a company called Alpaca Socks. Don't get that. Go Norlander. And you know what? If you don't like them, you call me back and I'll figure something out. Because I know you're not going to call and tell me that.
Sounds good, man. That sounds good.
And I just talked to them this week. They got a new base layer coming out too that's going to be alpaca wool. I can't wait to try that because, man, I'm a big believer in wearing a base layer because you don't have to wear those big insulated bibs and stuff. I hate walking around the woods looking like the Michelin tire guy. I just hate it.
Yeah, I used to, what I do a lot of times, I got a backpack.
Yeah.
And I'll carry, because it'll get pretty cold here, which, I mean, it gets cold where you're at too, but we have just some of those crazy weather, and last year it got down to 0 for a little while, and so I've got some really heavy bibs, but I pack them into a backpack and carry them in because I've walked in with them on before, and then by the time I get to my stand, I'm just drenched in sweat,
Yep.
And then I get really cold when I get up in the stand.
Yep. Well, that's why I like wearing a base layer because I can wear heavier pants and stuff, and I love bibs because my wife says I have Hank Hill syndrome. You know Hank, King of the Hill?
I'm a huge King of the Hill fan.
Yeah, I don't have a rear end anymore. So I can't keep my pants up. So I started wearing suspenders bibs and stuff, which is nice because if you got a long walk, you don't have to keep pulling your pants up all the time, which is nice. But
I love some suspenders, man. My camo pants that I wear they actually came with suspenders for the pants. I love that.
I'm telling you. I started wearing game hide. I got some of these hiker suspenders, and they're awesome because I love when it's 5 or 10 degrees, I love my insulated bibs. But if it's not 5 or 10 degrees, I don't want to wear them. They're just too bulky, and I don't like climbing 20 feet up in a tree wearing all that stuff.
No, I'll get a little, I don't know, I'll even put mine on up in the stand sometimes, but I do always have my harness on first.
Yep, got to have your harness on. Yeah.
Yeah, but it does make me feel a little uneasy when I'm like trying to stand on one leg to get that other leg into the bibs. But there's something nice about being warm and toasty up in the stand. I mean, that's like the best place ever to be warm.
Yep. So what's up next on Talk Dirt to Me? What are you guys going to be covering here in the next couple weeks?
Man, I tell you, Talk Dirt to Me is it's really, we're having a great time with this show. Like Bobby Lee and I, we recorded night before last. We record Thursday nights typically, and man, the show is really grown into something. I mean, I'll tell you a little background for any of your listeners there. What kind of spurred us to even start this thing was, man, you see so much stuff, especially this social media age, online about farming, and I feel like farmers I almost feel like we're loved or hated, and it's a weird thing because, I mean, we are actually growing the stuff for clothes and food and things, so it's odd how we get demonized, but I see a lot of hate coming at farmers about the different methods we use to farm and all that, and so, frankly, I just saw a lot of misinformation, and I said, well, that's a good avenue for us to kind of push back against this, and so that's what spurred us on to start the show, and, I mean, the good thing for us is this is what we've done our whole lives, so this is all we know, and so we've got I feel like we have a good voice for that, and that's what got us to do it, and Bobby Lee and I mesh really well, and kind of the secret sauce of Talk Dirt to Me is really the fact that you can tune in to this show, and I don't think you have to be a farmer to enjoy the show, because we have a lot of guys that don't farm, never will farm, and they love the show, and part of that's because, man, you never know what you're going to hear us talk about on this show. Like one of the shows, we were talking about the EPA finding a guy, I can't remember, astronomical amount. And then in the same episode, we talked about Pablo Escobar and his drug cartels for like 20 minutes. So, you know, you just never know what you're going to get. And to me, that's part of what makes the show so good. And coming up, this is a prime example. Next week, I guarantee you one of the things that I'm going to be talking about is aliens, because I've been nerding out on this these whistleblowers. I don't know if you've been watching any of it, but this whistleblower thing that the Congress has been doing. Have you been watching any of that?
Oh, yeah. Trust me. I've known we've had aliens for a long time, Logan, actually.
All right, so you're on board with aliens.
Yeah, absolutely. All you got to do is go to the state fair. You see aliens walking all over the place.
Well, that's true. I just go, trust me, we got them around here too. Yeah, for sure. But that's what I see. Bobby Lee's much more skeptical. So I'm in it, man. I'm in for the aliens. So I even told our listeners last episode, I said, y'all can go ahead and buckle up, because next week I'm definitely diving down the alien path.
Yeah.
How I'm going to tie that into row crop and cattle, I don't know. But we've covered the cattle mutilations before that some people suspect may be kind of extraterrestrial. So, man, I don't know. It's a fun show, but I feel like we try to blend in a lot of some serious topics in it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, we'll get you back on before the holidays. I knew this was going to go pretty quick. If folks want to find out more about Talk Dirt to Me or some of the other shows that you're doing, you guys are doing a great job, by the way, and we're really happy that you're on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. So thanks for that. How can they find out more about you, Logan?
Yeah, man. Well, first of all, thank you for having us on. You've put us on there right from the beginning, and so I always appreciate that, and that means a lot to us. I'm glad to see your success, and I know it'll continue to grow for you as well. And TalkDirtPodcast.com is our website for that. Me, I'm on Instagram more so than anything, and it's at lo.hanks. And Talk Dirt to Me podcast is on every platform, and YouTube as well. So just go check it out, and I hope you guys like it. Listen to it on Outdoor Call Radio, and that's where we're at.
Well, hey, if you want, you can take that Outdoor Call Radio logo and put that on the combine for me down there. That'd be awesome.
Oh, no, well, you need to send me a big sticker. I'll stick it on there.
You know what? I'll try and get some bigger ones made, and if that'd be fun. I think that'd be kind of fun to do. So.
Yeah, I need a pretty good size one. That combine's got a lot of it take a lot. That could get lost on there.
Oh,
it needs to be pretty good size.
Yeah, you might actually make some more revenue. Hey, Talk Dirt to Me sponsored combine.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. That'll work. Hey, Logan, it's been a pleasure, buddy. Tell Bobby Lee hi, and we'll get you on again soon. Okay.
Sounds great, man. Thank you.
Have a great weekend.
You too.
There he goes, Paul. Paul. There he goes, Logan Hanks. Paul Butsky just popped up on there. Thank you, Logan. Good. I love their show. They're doing good. Rick, good to see you. Jeff, good. Mike Simmons, hi. Paul Butsky, Hall of Famer. How you doing, buddy? We'll be right back on a quick break on 1350 ESPN.
If you're into the outdoors, whether it's camping, hunting, or fishing, you want your camping setup to be easy and your stay as comfortable as possible. Camprite has been helping folks enjoy the outdoors as problem-free as possible since 1999. Camprite employees
Paul, are you ready to go hunting? I know I am, buddy.
To make sure your adventures are ones you'll want to remember. They carry great tents like the original tent cot that started it all. This fully enclosed off-the-ground sleep shelter combines the comfort of a standard sleeping cot with the added protection of a tent. Camprite features several models of tent cots units, including single and double units.
I don't know about you, but I'm so ate up with it. When I go change my tree stand straps, when I just did a couple. I'm gonna do some more when Larry and Ryan get up here. I just sit in my stand and just look out and just kind of veg for about 5-10 minutes. That's my happy place, is in a stand. I don't know, it's weird, but I just love it up there.
Cellular trail camera, the #1 selling action camera in the industry. The new Reveal by Tacticam will change the way you scout forever. Not only is it one of the easiest to set up, but the most affordable cellular camera on the market. As you know,
I need to get a sticker about this big for Logan's combine, huh?
in the field. With Reveal, those issues are gone. You can receive
That looked good on a combine.
time right to your app without going into the field. The Reveal offers half-second trigger speeds, detects game from up to 96 feet away, in
Doesn't shock me.
LTE wireless modules.
He's probably with a
Verizon
customer.
plans available. 24-inch LCD screen, adjustable night illumination, and data plans starting as low as $5 a month. The Reveal's world-class app allows you to set up your camera and cameras.
Jeff Duggar, I thought we had crop circles in my yard until I found out the wife got the mower out.
The new Reveal by Tacticam saves time, gas, and most importantly, helps you stop educating your game.
Yep.
RevealCellCam.com for more info.
Taping your own hunts is an
That's
exciting
funny.
way to capture the moment. Fourth Arrow camera.
I've always looked at it this way. I've always thought, that I've never been vain that we would be the only life God created with all the universe and everything. I mean, people have been seeing stuff for years. If the government tells me one thing, I probably believe the other, to be honest with you. I don't trust. I'm so anti-trusting government right now. I've never been this bad in my life. Hate to say that.
And maneuver easily within the blind. All models can handle Consumer Pro Video and perform.
When used car salesmen have better trust value than our government, something's wrong.
Camera arms. If you're looking to
Just show me the Carfax.
check out Fourth Arrow camera arms.
That's what we need to have, government facts. Just show me the government facts, Senator.
Too many projects stacking up at home and you need some help? Don't worry.
What's up, Steve Scarselli?
Design in Ankeny. Rob and Megan Fair have been helping folks catch up on home
Hope to
projects.
see you down at Donovan's, buddy.
Project Partners Design specialize on refinishing cabinets, mantels, bathroom vanities, or even power washing and staining the deck out back. Nothing but the best materials on all jobs. For example,
Oh, he'll call. I'll just do a thing real quick.
weather deck stains.
We need to give this stuff away.
For Iowa weather. Rob and Megan can also help you design your projects with a mood design board so your vision will always be in focus as your projects get completed. It's a great feature for those folks that like to do one project at a time. So don't feel overwhelmed getting your home looking the way you want it. Just pick up the phone and call 507-382-7050. That's 507-382-7050 or email projectpartnersdesign@gmail.com. Military discounts are available every day to those that serve. If it's time to remodel or if the dog just got done chewing on the kitchen cabinets, pick up the phone and call Project Design Partners in Ankeny or look them up on Facebook.
All right, Scarselli. I'll see you in Kansas. Let me know when you guys are going to be down there. Maybe I can.
Tom sound off.
I'll try to figure out when Donovan wants me down there, or I can have a couple days overlap. I got to see if he's got room because you guys usually pack the place. But I would love to see you and Ralph and everybody. Morning, Susan. Good to see you.
Apply their patented system that allows you to raise your decoy's tail fan up and down, move it side to side, and even walk that tom up and back while it's on the platform.
Are you gonna
live action decoys are so amazing.
Yeah, we'll do trivia. Yeah, we'll give that grenade away, and then these go to the same winner.
For more information about live action decoys, please check them out on Facebook or call them.
Well, we used to. I haven't done it in a long time.
1626. Take it from me, Outdoors Dan.
We've changed.
We're going to help you be more successful in the field this year.
Used to do the Johnny Carson
You're listening
thing.
to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
Well, now's usually the time where we do the Smokin' Joe intro. Gonna ride my car, or whatever that song is Andrew plays for him. Got a new car. He's got a new car. I can't wait to get over to Carl because he's got a new car. Whatever that song is. But he's not answering the phone, so I'm going to do the commercial for Smelter today. Hey, everybody, it's Outdoors Dan. Welcome back. We got Smokin' Joe Smelter on the line today. Joe, what's going on at Carl Chevrolet?
Vehicles are all over the lot. We have deals you will not be afraid of. Don't remember, fear leads to anger. Anger leads to high prices. Carl Chevrolet will treat you right.
Your lack of faith disturbing.
God, that hurt. I can't do Yoda anymore. It hurts. Oh, that hurt the vocal cord. Yep, you can find a bunch of stuff at Carl Chevrolet right now. You might not find Yoda, but you know, Joe's about the same size as Yoda. He packs a big punch, though. That's right. He's one of my favorite car dealers of all time. He's in a galaxy all by himself, far, far away. Because he always gives out super good deals that are intergalactic. That's right. You don't need to hit the hyperdrive to get good savings. No! Just head over to Carl Chevrolet over there at Oberlay Road. And I'm telling you what, you're gonna find out a whole new Imperial code that you're gonna want to crack. That's right. Not only are you gonna get good rebates, you're gonna get great prices. You're gonna get trade-in values like you've never seen before. It'll blow your mind. That's right. They use the Force over there because they're treating everybody with respect and dignity. It's a whole new galactic empire at Carl Chevrolet.
The Force will be with you always.
Thank you, Obi-Wan. Boy, that Obi-Wan, man, he's all over the show. Hey, Chris DePerna. Yeah, Chris DePerna, the guy that hasn't paid his fantasy football dues. I better get that check in the mail, DePerna. I got 2 people wanting your team spot. I'm telling you. All right, we got to give some of this stuff away. I'm going to give away, first thing I'm going to do is a mock scrape kit. I've got 2 things, a pure whitetail buck dust. Hi, Sue Jansen. Good to see you. 244-1350, 244-1350. All you need to do is come over and make sure you can pick them up at the station because we're not allowed to mail, all right? So if you call in at 244-1350, I'll give you a chance to win not only Spellbound, but also Trance. And you'll be able to have a chance to get out there and make some mock scrapes and see some deer, what you got running around your property. And we'll make it easy on you today. While we're doing that, Herman's Fine Jewelers. I got a chance to go to Herman's this week. I got a chance to see Frank and Donnie and all the gang over there. They've been helping Iowans for over 43 years. They were doing custom jewelry, in-store jewelry repair. They were selling people some diamonds for getting engaged. They got over 10,000 diamonds in mounting in stocks. And hey, don't forget, if you got jewelry laying around that you're just not wearing anymore, if you need some new hunting or fishing gear, take it down to Herman's, and chances are you're going to get more for your treasure than you will at any other place in town. Herman's Fine Jewelers, 2900 University in West Des Moines, 222-2600. All right, Herman's Fine Jewelers.
Hi there, calling for trivia.
We're just taking our time. We got plenty of time. Well, let's see here.
What's your name, sir?
Jones Brothers Taxidermy. Have I talked to you about Jones Brothers?
I'm filling in for Andrew today.
He's getting some good stuff going on. 515-249-4362. He's almost all caught up on all the deer and stuff from last year. So if you get a chance to get out early season, or if you're going out west and you get a nice animal you want to make a memory out of, give our friends at Jones Brothers Taxidermy a call at 249-4362, and they'll take good care of you.
If not, you'll be next in line, okay?
All right, let's see here. Oh, Milo Locker's got a big Warren County hog special. So you get a whole hog for $4.99 or a half hog for $2.60, and that includes chops, steaks, roasts, bacon, and hams. So if you want more information or if you want to reserve that, just call the Milo Locker in Milo, Iowa, and they'll take good care of you.
First is Tony.
All right, let's go say hi to Tony. Hello, Tony.
Hi, Dan.
How are you?
Pretty good.
What do you want, Tony? Yeah?
What is it?
I don't know, Tony. What is it?
The scent.
The pure whitetail stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to try for the pure whitetail mock scrape stuff?
Right.
Okay. All right. What radio show did I just have the host of the show on? What's the name of his show? I just had him on.
Talk dirt to me.
What is it?
Talk dirt to me.
That's it, Tony. Congratulations. All right, buddy. We'll call you. You got somebody that can come and pick this up, right?
Right.
All right. Thanks, Tone.
Thanks, Dan.
You're welcome, buddy. All right. And we got somebody else? No? Okay. All right. So Tony's got the pure whitetail stuff. Oh, Tony. He's always listening. That's good. All right. I've got a WinScent scent grenade to give away. Okay. So if you haven't won anything in the last 30 days and you want a WinScent grenade, light up the phones 244-1350. I'm going to take a break real quick so I'm all caught up. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. No flippy floppy.
Veins are very important to your arrow flight and for consistent grouping. FlexFletch and its fine lineup of products has been helping archers steer their arrows for over 50 years. Silent Night veins are 30% thinner with a much greater taper than veins out there.
I didn't know she was doing rings.
Dramatic reduction of in-flight drag. FlexFletch veins also have the capability of reshaping or bouncing
Are you doing production?
through shots on targets or games. This ensures consistent arrow flight every time. FlexFletch offers a variety of colors, sizes, and styles for any archer to use in their setup. Whether it's for 3D indoor or hunting, FlexFletch has the vein for you. To see these great veins and adhesives like Zing or FlexBond
If you get a guy named
on your arrow when you fletch, go to your local dealer or
remember that situation?
FlexFletch, proudly made in the USA, based out of Minnesota.
Oh, that's yeah. No, he hasn't called in a while. But,
hi, this is Dr. Don Gilbert from New Life Counseling Services with offices in West Des Moines and Ankeny, Iowa. I know
hey, Dan. How you doing, Dan?
People dealing with relationship
He's a good kid.
Parenting struggles,
not a kid. Probably old as I am.
Folks just looking for a new direction or plan in their life. If you find yourself struggling and are looking for someone to help you find answers to a better relationship.
Christopherna, I want my foos.
Please consider calling me at New Life.
Where's my fantasy football foos?
Straightforward approach to helping you to get through the
I'll drive out to Pennsylvania, son. Don't make me do it. It won't be pretty.
Sessions, they get right to the heart of the matter. We work with you so you can
I'm so glad football camps are going on. I'm so happy when
you're looking for someone to listen to you, we're here. Please
got my bow hunting coming up. I got my fantasy football league. I'm happy. Doesn't take much to make me happy.
I played fantasy football for the first time.
Oh, do you like it?
It was great.
It's fun, isn't it?
It's so fun.
Yeah, it's fun. I get depressed when the season's over. It takes forever to get here, and then it's over like that. Just like deer season. You wake up, it's October 1st, you go to bed, it's Christmas. What happened?
Best deer sense you can rely on to work scrape lines or build mock
You sound like a bookie. Well, I don't make any money off of it, Jeff. Yeah. I just gives me something to do when I'm sitting in a tree for 10 hours.
Scents are available in powder and liquid form to last longer on hanging branches or
Morning, Craig.
Try the White Lightning Estrus.
I just like making trades. That's the fun part about it, is sending trade proposals and stuff.
That's the part I hate.
Oh, you don't like that? Oh, I love that's fun.
Because the problem is, like, I don't really know enough to know if I'm getting screwed over.
Well, you go. Don't you know how to look up their rankings and stuff?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got to check that out.
More successful in the field,
Don't. If someone sends you like 5 players for one, don't ever take those. No, you do a 2 for 1 or a 1 for 1, because if you do that 1 for 5, you gotta dump all your guys off your bench. It messes your team up. And usually they're trying to give you all their trash for your star player. So don't ever do that.
No, I think almost every trade I was offered last year, I denied because I was like, no, I'm in a good spot, and I don't think it was until like the end where I knew I wasn't going to win, and I knew this other guy wasn't going to win. He offered me a trade.
Discounts every day.
Yeah.
So if you need help,
I probably make 15, 20 trades a year. Yeah, I'm always trading, but see, I always try to better my team. You know,
for me, the draft is the best part.
Oh, the draft's fun.
I love doing that.
Yeah.
I think that's the best
The draft is fun, but yeah, I was winning, and then I lost like 6 players got hurt last year, so that's why I trade as much as I do. I've got to get my team built back up.
Are you into shooting sports?
If you have a good draft and you're loaded with good players, you can keep your team good through the season.
Grandview University is a small private college that is looking for students.
There you go, Dave.
For the shooting, sports, and learning.
David, I've seen about 17 poults, turkey poults. That's about it. Two different flocks.
While on the shooting team, that means
So,
your cost won't go up.
I think we had a really good turkey hatch. So.
And learn in a small class size with the feel of a larger campus.
Old Smeltzer, the old Star Wars ad.
So if you're looking to advance your
Yeah, that hurt.
education
I never hurt before doing
why not
Yoda.
shoot for a college program
Fear
that
leads
has
to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.
Grandview Shooting Sports athletes will have your ammo,
I sense fear in you, young Skywalker.
covered in your scholarship. If you like to shoot for the stars and push yourself, Grandview University wants to talk with you.
Ugh.
For more information, check them out at gbvikings.com.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
All right, final segment here on the Outdoor Call Radio. I've got my WinSync Sync Grenade with an EarthSync cartridge. First caller, we'll take, I don't know, we have to do the first caller. 244-1350. If you get in, you'll probably win. So just be nice to Kara when you want to make sure she's, taken care of her. She got up early to come in and do the show since Andrew left another show off. What is it, like 4 this year? I'm telling you, he's getting to be as bad as Randy Munson. I'm telling you. There you go. Look at that. Look at that beautiful stream footage there. Watch those thermals go up in the studio. Look, my thermals are going high. I can see my wind direction. Yeah, so I'm going west. I got a west wind going. This thing will save your butt in the stand, especially if you're using your ozonics to see if there's any wind swirl or anything like that. So whoever, 244-1350, I'll make it easy on you. Just make sure you haven't won anything in the last 30 days. Finally saw some baby turkeys the other day. Have you seen any? I've seen a bunch, David. I think 17 is what I said. You know that you're getting old when it even hurts to do impressions. It does. During the break, I was telling everybody I was doing Yoda on that Carl Chevrolet thing, and it hurt. I've never had it hurt before when I did Yoda. Yep. One thing that won't hurt is when I go see my dentist at Advanced Family Dentistry. Did you see what I did there? Nice transition. Dr. Scott Obi-Wan Kenobi Yagi, another Obi-Wan Kenobi guy. He's a Jedi dentist because he uses the Force to calm all his patients down like me, who's a big baby. I'm a big baby, I admit it. I hate going to the dentist. I had a bad experience when I was a kid, and I still carry that trauma today. Well, I don't anymore because I've been going to Advanced Family Dentistry for several years now. I've had cleanings, I've had cavities done, I've had root canals, I've had crowns, and I've gotten out of there. You know what I told him the first time I sat in the chair? I said, I just want to let you know I can gut a bear in 5 minutes. That's all I'm going to tell you. And ever since then, I've been pain-free, absolutely pain-free. I love Dr. Scott Obi-Wan Kenobi Yagi, and I know that if you go there, he's going to treat you, all the staff there will treat you with kindness and gentleness and take good care of your teeth. Dr. Brandt, Dr. Stewart, Dr. Williams, and Dr. Scott Obi-Wan Kenobi Yagi, they've been voted Ankeny's best dentist clinic for several years now, and there's a reason why, because they're super nice people. They're located at 907 North Ankeny Boulevard in Ankeny, Iowa. You can call them at 964-1490, 964-1490, or go check them out anytime at ankenysmiles.com. You will not be sorry. Hey, don't forget 244-1350. Come on, we got to give that Sync Grenade away. The Big Jeep Show, the 4x4 event is going to be September 16th and 17th over there at in Cambridge, Iowa. There's going to be camping available. It's from 8 to 5 p.m. both days. 815 Center Street. If you got a 4x4 vehicle, or if you just love to go watch Jeeps and all that stuff, do obstacle courses, or you want to run the course, get out there and check it out. It's a great show. And I'm going to drop some tickets off to Carl Chevrolet at Joe Smelter's office. You can go over and say hi, Joe. Probably give me till Wednesday, and he'll have tickets to hand out, okay? 244-1350. 244-1350. Let's get this away. August 19th, Andrew and I will be at the Cubs for the big outdoors day. I'm going to be giving away a brand new Grizzly cooler, 75-quart cooler, a $300 gift card to Sportsman's Warehouse, and a $500 outdoors damn pack to stop by the table. Show me the Outdoor Call Radio app or download the app, and I'll put you in the drawing, and we'll give those away in the 7th inning. And there's tickets available right now, so just call the Iowa Cubs and get your tickets for the big outdoor day. Saturday, August 19th. That's a 6 p.m. start. Come on, gang. We got 2 minutes, man. Let's give this WinSync Grenade away. Who does not want? Look at this. Look at that beautiful. Look at that beautiful stream footage. Look at that. I'm telling you, this will make you a better hunter. Why? Because you're going to be able to track your wind, even if it's a subtle little wind swirl. You always want to know what that wind is doing, because the wind is your friend. You want to keep the wind in your face, in your favor, and this WinSync Grenade can help you do that. Plus, it's got that earth scent. It's got a good cover scent to it. I'm just waiting for you. 244-1350. If we don't get a winner, I'm going to play Barry Manilow for 2 hours next week. I write the songs that make the deer run away. Respect the Game TV. You can watch us on Sportsman's Channel and Pursuit every week. We're on 52 weeks a year. And that's it. I got everything in. I'm good. I did a good job this week. I got done early. Yeah. All right. We got a call. 244-1350.
Hey, calling about the WinSync on Outdoor Fans. Awesome. Give me one.
I'm just waiting on
What's
Karen.
your name?
This is going to be quick.
He hung up.
He hung up.
Hello, Outdoors Dan.
Must be a cell phone. Yeah.
Not yet. What's your name, sir? Awesome.
I'm just waiting on Kara.
All right.
All right, we got a caller. Here we go. Don't hang up on him. All right, who we got?
We got Dave.
Dave, is this you, Dave?
Yes, it is.
You want a Sync Grenade?
Yes.
Tell me, what's the name of the Sync Grenade? It's made by WinSync. What's the name of it?
WinSync.
Thank you, Dave. We'll call you back later, Dave.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, have fun, Dave.
Yep, have a good day.
You too, Dave. Thank you, Dave. I'm telling you, Dave's going to be happy because this thing's fun and it'll keep you occupied in the tree. Look at that. And you can use it on ground blinds. When I shot my deer in Kansas last year, I would open that up in the blind and get that vapor going. It was amazing to me to see the wind swirl coming through that ground blind, and I opened up my back corner window and I actually got the flow of the blind like a chimney flow. I could actually take my ozonics and put it out there. That deer came in behind me and had no clue I was there. And I would have not got that result if I wouldn't have used this WinSync Grenade to see the flow of that.
Can I put out an open call for Dave to please give us a call back, please?
Dave, call back. She needs to get your phone number. You hung up. She needs your phone number, Dave. Call back. 244-1350. Yeah, we got to have phone numbers so we can put you in the system. So otherwise, when you come here, they're not going to know who won. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, got to take care of you. All right, that's going to wrap it up for me. We'll be back next week, God willing. Thanks for spending 2 hours with me on a Saturday morning. Until then, be good. Be good. We're all in it together. And goodbye. Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. And we'll talk to you on Wednesday on the Outdoor Call Radio. Thanks, everybody.
Over here, we've got a nice selection of